Good morning, church. Happy to have a little bit of time to spend a little Wednesday with the Word with you guys. This week, if you're following along still with our summer reading plan, you should be in Numbers. We're going to be in Numbers chapter 10 through Numbers chapter 23 this week. And I just wanted to kind of look at a spot here in this section of scripture that we're going to be going through. And in chapter 14 of Numbers, we're introduced to at the end of chapter 13, the Israelites have been given the report from the spies going into the promised land of what they're walking into. And they're overwhelmed to the point where they say, would it not be better for us to go back to Egypt, back to where they were a slave, back to where they had no hope, no future, no promise, but to them that certainty in uncertain times felt secure. It's often in times where we don't know what's coming that we want to cling to something we think we know. And instead of them clinging to knowing and trusting in the God who's walked them out of Egypt, who fed them in the wilderness, who provided water and protected them in all these battles that they've been through, all the things that we've been reading through over and over again, God's shown his trustworthiness. And yet in that time, in that uncertainty of facing a new enemy, of facing a new challenge, they're saying, man, wouldn't it have been better if we had been back in that time? And I want to challenge this church, says no matter what time we may be facing in life, who are we clinging to and where are we really putting our faith? And I think God's track record speaks for itself. He's proven himself faithful over and over again. Are we willing in hard times to really trust him though? Or do we often think back to what we think we know and determine that could be better? And so I'm just praying for you this week and hopefully encouraging you this week that regardless of what you may be facing, what we may be facing as a church, that we are in the hands of a God who's faithful and worthy of our trust. So may we cling to him no matter what's happening around us. Y'all take care.